Hello my people, it's your girl B. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please do hit the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back babies. You are tuning in to part 2 of my series on how to get a job in Vietnam. If you don't know me, my name is Bongiwe Mkhize and I am a South African working abroad and living abroad. I had a part 1 in my channel. I will leave the link down below, or I'll actually link it in the cards. You can click on it on description on the process and the requirements for getting a job in Vietnam. This is part 2, which is me just telling you guys my experience about working in Vietnam, how was it like, and just getting into the tea. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Okay guys, let's get into it. I know you guys are curious, like, B, where have you been working? How has it been like? And all those questions. I'm here to spill the tea, like I said. Now guys, please remember, this is my experience. I'm going to be talking from my experience, so do not quote me on anything, and do not think whatever happened to me will happen to you. Just know that people's experiences are different. Now don't go around and say, but B did this, but B was like this. Why mine is not like this? Ow, why guys? You know what? Ow. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay? So, yeah, I'm here to tell you guys my experience, and yeah, how was it like, to just get you guys to have a coherent thought on what you can expect. Okay? So, the job I was working in is EMG Education. Now, if you're not familiar with EMG, it's like a big company in Vietnam, actually. It operates in Ho Chi Minh City, and it hires teachers to teach math, English, and science, okay? And it works with public schools. Now, this was my first time actually working at a place where I had to teach math and science, because I'm just used to just doing ESL, which is like teaching English as a second language. So it was like a different experience for me. And at first I was like, maths, what do I know about maths? But I am here. Let's just dive into it. Let's just do it. Now you might be asking, like, how did you get that job? Now guys, EMG is actually advertising for positions, for you to come teach at the company. I'll put it here. Now I'm not saying run and go apply. If you want to, do it, my dear, but don't say I told you, okay? Initially, this was one of the companies I saw online, and I did apply, and I did get an email back, and yeah, I emailed them again with my documents, but they never responded. So hence why, I did not come to Vietnam like others did, because I was emailing a bunch of companies, guys, and they just never responded to me until I actually flew down to Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, and then I got to networking, and I met some people who actually worked there, and then they connected to HR, and that's how I landed an interview. So I was asked to come in the office and have an interview. I went there and had the interview. It went quite well. Like, it was so quick and easy. We were just having a conversation with the person who was interviewing me. Actually, it's just like a light conversation. Excuse me. And they saw from my CV that I'm very experienced, and they were asking me about my experience, and I told them. So yeah, it was that quick, guys, that after that, I was asked to go to HR, I was asked to go do my medical, just get my documents prepared, and they took my documents, they took everything. They're like, okay, we're taking you, okay, be ready. So it was that quick for me, honestly. Yeah, and then I started work on the 9th of September. Yes, started work on the 9th of September, and when I started, I was told that I would have to do a visa run. I think I explained it on part 1. Yeah, that I had to do a visa run because I came as a tourist. I had to leave the country and come back so they can like invite me back as somebody who's going to work in their company. So yeah, my phone just dropped. Okay, let's act like that didn't happen. Yeah, so when I got to the company, of course, you are given a contract, you are given everything, okay, and yeah, you have to sign it and then start your job, honey. Now, a lot of people are curious, like, okay, what happens there? If we decide to apply, like, what should we expect? Well, just like any other company, you must expect to teach. I'm joking. I was put in the secondary department. Now, it's a huge company, right? So they have teachers teaching in the primary department, secondary, and there's an English department, right? And the primary department has teachers teaching English, maths, and science to little kids, like in primary school, because that's a bit easy. But the more you progress, if you go to secondary, there's an English department that they teach English only, and then there's maths and science that have teachers who teach maths and science. And then if you go to high school, then it's like physics and all these things, okay? So I was teaching grade 6, which are the kiddies fresh from primary, okay? I was teaching them maths and science, and most of my lesson plans were already prepared. So we just had to, we just got slides on what to teach, and it was up to you as the teacher to do research on the topics that you're going to teach. Because for me, guys, math is not easy for me. Math is not easy for me. So I usually struggled a lot with teaching math. So I would go like online and get some more information, or just ask my colleagues about it, or like ask my manager about it, and then yeah, they will help me. So that was what I was teaching, and I had so many schools, guys. Like, you don't stay in one school. A lot of people like expect you to just stay in one school, but no, actually you're teaching a lot of schools and a lot of classes, and yeah, you have to like move from one school to another, to another, to another. Yeah. But they do provide like transportation, but sometimes like the schools are so far away, guys. You have to like drive for an hour to get to that school. So those are the kind of things you can expect. Yeah. And in each class, though, you have a teacher assistant, which is an AC, a person who's with you, with the students. Yeah. So, but you do the teaching. You do the teaching, Gesana. Like, the questions go to you. The assistant teacher can help you here and here, but usually you are in charge of the class. You are in charge of the class and the students. And from my experience, guys, I don't want to lie, like, Vietnamese students surprised me a lot. Like, they shocked me, guys. Their English level was so good. They are so smart. Like, yo, their maths was so good. Their science was so good. Like, so, like, I did not have a lot of problems like communicating with them. Of course, like some schools that are like in the outskirts, like they are not used to English that much, but usually schools in the city center, hey, wena, sikhipha isiNgisi ngamakhala lesayingane. I'm like, hey, how do you know these words at 12? Hey, even me, I don't know these words. So there was not much translating, but some schools you need to, like, I would say it differs with schools, guys. So don't expect every school to be able to speak English, but the kids, yeah, most of them, especially the ones who started the program early, they knew how to speak English. Yeah, that is about the kids, and usually the lessons are like 90 minutes. Yeah, you have to teach like each lesson is like 45 minutes, but we usually taught 2 lessons per class, so it will be 90 minutes. Yeah. What else can I tell you guys? Yeah, you did have a break, which was not standard. It was not like a standard break, but we did have a break where you can go eat your lunch. And yeah, the lunch was provided by the company, but you can choose not to eat the lunch. It's up to you. If you do choose to eat the lunch, you just have to like put your name down and what you want to eat. And yeah, what I would say is that there were no office hours. I am used to having office hours, like where I can just prepare and stuff like that. But for the company, there were no office hours, but they did give you a PPA. And PPA is like 1 day in a week where you can be like off for some time, and I think you can use that time for preparing for your classes. But sometimes during that time you had to go cover for another teacher. If another teacher is absent and they don't have like somebody to cover for them, you might be called to go cover for that teacher. Yeah, and we also had classes and a metaverse class. A metaverse class was like an online class, kind of. Yeah, one online class. Some teachers did not. I did. So on Tuesdays, I had a metaverse class, and it could be any grade, but it's not that hectic. It's really not that hectic once you get it. Yeah. Now, as for like time, as for like working hours, yeah, my contract said from like 8 to 5:30, but there were some classes that I had to attend that was like from 7:15, but they do compensate you for that. Yeah, and if classes finish very, very late, they do compensate you for that. What else can I tell you guys? I think that's about it. As for the company, it has so many foreigners, so many foreign teachers, and yeah, I got to like know a lot of people, meet a lot of people. Yeah, it's kind of huge, and I don't know. It depends whether you get along with people. Some people will find that intimidating. Some people will find that, oh, very nice. As for me, I found it great because usually when I was working in companies, I was the only foreign teachers, or we would be like 2, or it would be like the 4 of us, you know. But with my company, or with EMG, it was like a lot of foreign teachers, which you find like a little bit of solace and comfort in that. If I'm forgetting something, guys, I'll put it in the description box, but I don't think I'm forgetting anything. That was just the work life there. Now, I won't disclose my salary and all those things, guys. If you are interested, you can go see yourself what they offer you. Before I say a number, and then when you get there, you say another number, you say, but B said, Abangi, guys. I reiterate again, it's my experience. So if you get another experience, please don't come to me and say, no, please. Okay. Yeah, so that was my schooling, my like work life. Now, as for like my social life, guys, honestly, Vietnam took me by surprise, especially living in Ho Chi Minh City. I never thought I'd enjoy it that much, but I actually did. It was fun. Like, it's fun. Like, there was a lot of foreigners. There was a lot of going on. Like, there's so many places to visit, especially in the country. Like, you can just fly to Hanoi, fly to Da Nang, fly to, like, you know, Munich. Like, if you look at my Instagram highlights, do follow me, by the way. If you look at my Instagram highlights, like, I was in this city, that city, this city, that. Yeah. So there was like a lot of like, you know, traveling, also just like going out. Like there's so many spots, especially in Ho Chi Minh, like you can go out, you know. And I got used to the hecticness at first. Like when I got to Vienna, I was like, dingy, like so dodgy, the ghetto. But I got used to it, guys. It was like, yeah, still, I don't want to lie, when it came to my apartment and stuff like that, I was like, yo. But game, you just stay in a place and you're like, what can I do? Why not all the time we accept it? So yeah, ended up just accepting the situation. Yeah, I would complain here and there, but it is what it is. And yeah, like I had friends, we would do a lot of things because there was a lot of foreigners. So my life in Vietnam was kind of vibey, guys. It gave that vibe of like, we are outside. We are outside. We didn't come to play kind of vibe. So yeah, that is how I found Vietnam. Like, shockingly, it surprised me. It was actually fun. It was actually fun. And yeah, if you'd like to know anything else, do pop some questions in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. And I know most of you guys are interested in knowing, like, out of all the countries I've visited, or out of all the countries actually that I've worked in, like, which one is the best? Which one would you prefer? I get those questions all the time, and I think I'll do a separate video on that one, just comparing the 3 countries I've worked in, and like, yeah, just to give you guys more knowledge, so maybe you can get insights and then you can make a better decision. So stay tuned for the video. I'm not promising it soon, but it's coming. But yeah, applications for teaching, guys, are out. Schools usually start the academic year in September, so do apply. Okay, not only to the company I worked for, but if you want to come to Vietnam, apply, guys, to all the places I didn't mention in part 1. And yeah, I hope you have good luck finding a school, whether in Vietnam, in China, in South Korea, in Taiwan, anywhere you want to go, guys. This year, let's be out, guys. Now, there's no time to be scared. There's a lot of us in the internet, guys, telling you guys that it's possible. So there's no reason to be scared now. Go out and try life now. Go out there. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to love and leave you. I will just leave you guys like with a short montage of like how my day-to-day life, actually just like a day in a life working, looked like in Vietnam. And yeah, I hope you do just get a gist of how things can look like. I'm not promising like a whole like video, it's just snippets here and there so you guys can piece it together, and I hope it is helpful. And yeah, enjoy it. But for now, goodbye. Bye bye.
In order to be able to rotate the shape, you need this point, this pivot point. Very important, okay? Let's look how you can rotate the shape. Okay, number 1, how can you rotate it? Clockwise. In the middle, draw a line going down, and then draw a line going across, okay? The middle is going to be 0. And then your right are positive numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay, make sure you use your block. For each block, that will be a number for each block. Okay, don't squeeze your numbers together.
AI is also expected to play a role in solving some of the world's most pressing problems, such as climate change and poverty. With that being said, let's get ready to jump into the first round of the quiz. Let's go to round 1.